Hello, world. This is Barbie Lee. This is Shake Talk. This is where we shake up your wake up. We keep it really simple around here. Live from a better body, right? Eat the right foods. Live from a better bank account. I use Isogenics network marketing, and have a juicy and delicious life and assure your quality of life. I turned 50 this year. Quality of life happens, well, it's for everybody, but around me, I'm meeting people, at my pickleball, they're a little bit older and they're like, oh, or they're taking care of aging parents. Their quality of life isn't that amazing. So I say start now, take care of your quality of life. And that's what we do here. So we're talking about the book. Oh, I didn't hashtag it. Oops. The book, 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership. And we're on commitment number 14. So we're almost done. Next week will be our last week on the book. So this is the commitment for this week, creating win for all situations. I commit to creating win for all solutions. Win for me, win for the other person, win for the organization, and win for the whole, for whatever issues, problems, concerns, or opportunities life gives me. It's a great commitment because if you were with me on Monday, I told you the story about Spite and Malice, the card game. So go back and watch that if you want. Or it'll be up on my YouTube. It should be up on my YouTube. Anyway, so the point being is you can go through life creating win situations. It does not have to be a win-lose. We don't live in a, sorry, sometimes that happens. We don't live in a society that somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. We live in a society and a world of everybody can win. Zig Ziglar makes that beautiful quote that says, you can get everything you want in your life simply by helping enough people get everything they want in theirs, right? And this is the picture for the chapter, right? It's like love, right? The world, love, right? Create a win for everybody. So we talked about the win-lose, scarcity and competition. We talked about candor and sufficiency and support and curiosity. So today I'm going to give you some very specific coaching questions from the book. They're not mine, right? They're coming from the book. So whether or not you do the process here, these questions and questions like them support the creation of win for all solutions. So this is a little work time, right? So think about a time or something going on in your world right now where you're feeling there's a win-lose, like you're trying to either take over something and win and the other person has to lose, or you're creating a situation where, or someone else, you're in a situation where somebody else is trying to make you lose, right? So I have one in my head, right? So the question is, are we committed to seeing others as equals and allies in this collaboration? So the one I'm thinking about, are we committed to seeing others as equals and allies in this collaboration? I'm like, well, in this situation, it's not a collaboration. Okay, so there's two sides to it. And I go, can I see them as equals and allies? Yes. Okay. So my brain starts going, yesterday this happened, and I'm not going to tell you because it's a personal issue. Yesterday this happened, and I can see how we can be allies in that little tiny little moment. Okay. So that's what my brain said. So question 2, what is the biggest idea that this partnership could create? So I'm like, okay, so think about this. What is the biggest idea that this partnership could create? I'm like, okay, well, if we weren't at odds about this, this might happen, right? This could happen, right? I can look forward to this, okay? Third question, what do we need to become to create this vision? Ooh, that's a good one. So it's asking me, what do I need to become to create this vision? So do I need to be more kind, more understanding, more gentle? I guess I could be more understanding. Okay, so this is a good one to work through, just so you know. So I'm thinking about, okay, so if I'm more understanding, then the situation that happened yesterday really wasn't as bad as I played it out in my mind to be. Okay. So what do I need to become to create this vision? Well, in this case, it's understanding. So what do we need to let go of to create this vision? Beliefs, attitude, feelings, or experiences. I'm like, okay. So my brain says, well, this happened, and that's what caused this to escalate. So I'm like, okay, can I let go of that experience? My brain's going, no, you didn't do anything wrong. So okay, so maybe I can let go of the feeling of being done wrong. Okay. Okay. So I'm not ready to do that in this moment, but it's something I can work on. Can I let go of the feeling, right? So it says, what do we need to let go of to create this vision? Beliefs, attitude, feelings, and experiences. So you got to come up with what piece in you are you willing to let go of? Okay, what resources do we already have that could support this vision? That's easy. Like that one's an easy one for me to answer the question. It happened very quickly in my mind. Who else could join in this partnership? Now that's a good one. Notice it says who else can join in this partnership and not this division ship, right? So what resources, who could I bring in to help this situation get resolved to a win-win of everybody? And that's interesting because when I've spoken about it to other people, I've brought them in to be on my side, not to be as a partnership. Interesting. Okay, so I'll have to think about who I can bring in to join this partnership to set the higher vision, right? My brain goes, I'll bring in a prayer partner to start with, and then the last one says, how can our collaboration support us all to get what we want? So that to me is one of the most important questions. How can our collaboration support us all to get what we want? But the key to that question is, what do we want, right? I might want to feel that I had not been belittled and badgered and bullied, right? Maybe that's what I want. But what does the other person want? I'm like, I don't care, but that's how I create a win-win. So when the other person did what they did, I'm like, well, maybe they wanted to be heard. Maybe they wanted significance. Maybe they wanted, right? So then I see it from their point of view. So then I go back to the question and I ask myself, how can our collaboration support us all to get what we want? So now I'm looking at how can I work with this individual and we can create a win-win. I'm still a little stubborn. So good questions, right? So here, I'm going to give you a couple of screenshots, right? So there's the first part of the questions. So there's screenshot number 1, 3, 2, 1, change. There's screenshot number 2. All right. So these are good questions. So I'm going to go back and do these again, thinking about that situation. And you can do this for multiple situations, right? Because the whole point of becoming a conscious leader, right, these 15 commitments of conscious leadership, is to live better with others. Now, if you're just going to be a hermit and you're just going to go to work, do your little desk work and hide in your little cubicle and not actually communicate with anybody, and you don't really give a crap, which is untrue because everybody needs somebody. That's just the way humans are designed. We're not designed to live alone. Then you need to figure out how to live in leadership and not just follow ship all the time. So when you're following, you're just listening, you're acquiescing, and you're not living your life. And then that means you're not living to your full potential, which means you're not completely happy. Now, there's people out there that say, you know what, I'm just too tired. I just want someone else to tell me what to do. That's fine. My brain just went to dominatrix. Anyway, and that's fine for a certain amount of time. But at some point, we have to step up, right? We have to say, enough is enough. I don't like this. I'm tired of this. I want more. Because that's why we were put here, is to live this juicy and delicious existence. That's why I am so passionate about quality of life. These 15 commitments of conscious leadership increase and improve my quality of life. The foods that I eat improve the quality of my life. The conversations that I have with people, the network marketing in my world, these all improve my quality of life. This is, my meditation, right? My dancing, my karaoke, all of that kind of stuff, everything I do. So I'm going to challenge you. If you are, if you're looking at your quality of life on a scale of 1 to 10, if you say, hey, on my physical, my quality of life is a 2, but I want it to be a 10, what are you doing about it? My nutritional, maybe it's a 3. I want it to be at least an 8 or a 9. Do something about it. My mental, if you're exhausted and you're not thinking clearly, maybe it's a 2, you want it to be a 10. Reach out to somebody who's doing something, because all there is every day is to make good choices. Have a great day.